Law enforcement officials have called on our justice system to work harder to keep violent criminals in jail. Action 7 News reporter Angel Salcedo spoke to state legislators who are calling for stricter guidelines as well.
When a person is arrested and charged with a felony, district attorneys have the option to file for what's called pretrial detention. That means the person would have to remain in police custody until their trial. The judge then has the option to either grant the pretrial detention motion or deny it, and it's all dependent on a list of circumstances, including a public safety assessment, or what's called the Arnold tool. This tool takes a person's criminal history and current charges and rates them as risk factors. Then it gives them a public safety rating. This is Solomon Peña's pretrial public safety assessment. He's the man who's charged in connection with 4 shootings at the homes of political figures.
That in Albuquerque, we have a problem with too many people being released who shouldn't be.
State Senator Joseph Cervantes is one of the legislators who believe changes should be made to the tool.
Too oftentimes we hear of individuals who are released based on the Arnold tool, and we should be really reevaluating that quite a bit.
You can see, even though he has a felony conviction and current violent charges, the scale is recommending that Peña be released on his own recognizance. That means Peña would just have to agree to certain conditions to be released before his trial. There are also cases where the tool recommends that the person should be held. This is Eric Merce. He was arrested back in June, and take a look at his public safety assessment. Merce had prior violent convictions, and the tool recommended he be held in jail. Raul Torres, who was Bernalillo County's district attorney at the time, tried to keep him in behind bars, but the motion was denied by the judge, so he was released. Merce failed to appear in court, and 6 months later, he was arrested again. This time, police found him with an assault rifle, 7 handguns, 4 shotguns, and fentanyl pills. Senator Cervantes says the Arnold tool is just a recommendation for judges.
The judges ultimately have the final authority and discretion to use the tool as such, as a tool, but should not over-rely upon that tool.
The DA's office tells us pretrial detentions are only granted by judges half of the time.
We've been advocating for guidance to judges to improve the rate of detention.
But the public defender's office says holding someone in jail before they are convicted of a crime can ruin that person's life if they are innocent.
You shouldn't punish people before they've been convicted of something.
So state legislators are looking to find some sort of balance between keeping threats to our community in custody while also providing a fair judicial system. House Bill 74 looks to change the way the Arnold tool is used. It directs every judicial district to evaluate and change the Arnold tool each year as needed. It also gives district court the option to take away the release of someone who's criminally charged if the state finds probable cause that they committed a felony while they were released.
The public safety is really at the key in the core of everything we're trying to accomplish in Albuquerque.
Angel Salcedo, KOAT, Action 7 News.
And we'll have coverage of Solomon Peña's detention hearing tomorrow here on KOAT.